Guys, we got a Kia Sorrento here. This video, quickly show you guys how to install this airlift suspension adjustment right here. Check this out. Sick. This is all the items that came in on the kit. I installed one already, so I'm gonna show you this one over here. I got everything all prepped down, wheels out. So while I'm doing this airbag lift suspension install, I'm gonna install a brand new rear shock as well, all the same time. So there's only two bolts up here. This is a 19 mil, and down here 19 mil as well. We're gonna take out these two bolts going to the lower control arm, and then there's another nut on the sway bar links down here. Those are 17, that nut right there. We need to swing this lower control arm so we could take out this coil spring right here. I know some of you guys would say you had to just push this into the in between the coil, but I tried that a couple times. Took me 15-20 minutes. It won't budge in. This thing is pretty stiff. You have to press this thing down so that there's no air inside and shove it in there. But easy way to do is we have to lower this lower control arm and then pull out the coil spring out this way so that it's easy, a little less frustration. So that's been said, let's get started. Alright, let's get this nuts, the two nuts down the bottom and then the two bolts down the bottom. So that bolt down there is kind of stuck, so we have to put floor jacks on the bottom, level it out, and then we can pull that bolt nice and easy. Alright, so next we'll take out that nut on the lower control arm sway bar link. That nut is 17 mil. Alright, so you can see it's going to be nice and easy to pull out the coil spring right here. First, let's take out these rear shocks. We'll assemble the new one in. We'll transfer the upper mounts and the boot on the new one. Alright, let's start prepping this new shocks right here. We'll transfer all those upper mounts and the rubber into the new one. So we just take out that cap. Let's spray a little bit of a penetrating fluid so it's easy to come out. Alright, so this nut on the top here, that one is a 17 mil. To take that out, there's a tricky way to do this. There's another option to do this, but on my way I just use impact and a socket, hold it down on the shaft, just choke this thing down like that so it won't go anywhere. It will spin out, but just make sure it's not gonna spin out. Hold it tight. Here we go, let it rip. Yeah, it's spinning. Yeah, it's spinning on me. So another option, a good vice grip. Okay, this thing is garbage anyways, this rear shock, so you don't need this on a new one, this vice grip. There's another way to install that nut on a new one. You don't need this vice grip on the new shocks. So here we go. Look at that. Nuts is out, upper mounts is out. We're gonna save the boot, and then the lower inserts as well, we'll save it. Okay, so easy. Press it down. Should have restriction when you press this thing down. It should be stiff, but this one is just so easy. There. Alright, new one in right here. It's gonna slowly going up. All right, first one, we'll stack all this thing up in order. So first one is this lower retainer. And the next is the boot. Goes in like that. And the last piece is the upper mounts. The shocks came with a brand new nut. So we'll use the brand new nut right here. It's a self-locking nut. There's a nylon rubber inside. So we'll put that in there. Spinning again, so make sure hold it tight. Okay, make sure grab rubber gloves on this and hold it tight. There you go. There you go. Move it up and down, make sure it's nice and firm. The upper mounts is not loose or anything. Looks good to me. Alright, so this is almost done prepping this shocks. Just need that cover in. Nice and tight. Okay, there we go. Now it's time to install it back in here. But first, we'll put the airbag on this coil. And then we'll put everything back together. And then we'll put a line and route it out to the back. I was thinking of coming out of the back of the taillight into the trunk. So let's get started.